request to do this. Yes, then hello everybody. A warm welcome to you. Welcome to our webinar today to discuss or present you your options for your digital presents for IBA 2025. My name is Susan Seidemann. I'm the head of IBA, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to present you today the IBA platform. Beside me, there are two partners who are joining us today as well, and who will give you a short insight about your options and maybe also some tips and tricks about the best way to present yourself at the IBA platform. So on the one side, there is Elisabeth, who will present you the presentation of the content, and on the other side, there is Victoria, who would like to give you some insights about the packages and presentations options you will have at the platform. So before we will start with these two topics, I would like to give you a short introduction, maybe a short insight where we start last year with the IBA in 23, and what is our way, or what were our benefits in new innovations for 25. I saw a few names I already recognized by IBA 23, so maybe a few of you also already know what we started in last year. So I think everybody knows, in general, for exhibitions, there is an online exhibitor list or an online production list, which helps the visitors to find the exhibitors they're interested in. But if you do have a look to the general World Wide Web, it doesn't work like a list. So the content in this case is the basic to get interest, to get user who will be in touch with you. And this is something we start in 23. So we extended our exhibitor list, in this case, to a new universe. This was the name we used in 23. And we offered a platform which shows, or which showed your innovation, your products, your highlights you were presented at IBA 23. So how organized, or how did we organize this? So you as exhibitor had the option to present your products and highlights by posts. So instead of having only a list and an alphabetical list where you will be found as an exhibitor, you had the option to present your products and to do a direct link to the product range and the focus topics we are also presenting at IBA. And these product links, product ranges, and these focus topics, which are the categories for your supply, were also the base for the interests of the visitors. And based on this common categorizations, we were able to match, on the one hand, the demand of the visitors, and on the other hand, your supply. And this is something we start successfully in 23, but only with a focus to the show. So if we have a look, for example, to some measurements, which is one of the parts shows are often asked for, we started to have, or to give you the opportunity to measure your presentation of the show or your online presentation. So I think everybody has to present the budget to your chief and so on, and to explain why you are spending so many money for a show. So with the online opportunity we gave you, you will have also an option to give a marketing value. We will have a look for this a little bit later. Elisabeth will explain it for you. In this case, it means we made, or we presented to you, a measurement which helps you to bring the benefit or show the value of the show to your colleagues. This is something we started 23. So the totally difference to this year is we started to merge two systems. So what is the thing we had? We had a website which was focused to our exhibition, with something like registration as an exhibitor, with the ticketing system and also the program. And we had another website, IBA Universe, where the exhibitors were presented with all their content. We now already did it, and we now for 25 will present only one website. And this website is combined at each page with content which is created by us as the organizer, and on the other hand, with content by exhibitors. So for you, you will have the option to get in touch with the visitors already in advance the show at each page you will find at iba-tradefairs.com. This is something we will show you a little bit later directly on the website. So this is one of the benefits or of the innovations we are doing for 25. The other thing is we will combine this website with our ticketing system. So I think you know this already. Each visitor has to register. So we have nearly 90% of the visitors who registered already before show online to get their ticket. And in this registration, they have to tell us their interests. And so we do have already the interests of the visitors, which gives us the opportunity to send them or present them recommended content. So again, you do have the interests of the visitors, which are matching with your product ranges and which are matching with the focus topics. And on the other hand, there is the content you're presenting, which are based on the same categories, and you can combine both. Only as a short insight. So what is the benefit besides the universe we had last time, where the login wasn't a focus of us? We now going the way to 25 to give already nearly 90% of the visitors the option to get a recommendation of content, and in your case as exhibitor, the option to get in relation with the visitors and the correct target group based on a match on the interests. Of course, yes, the on-show or the on-site event on May will be the main part everywhere. So if you're presenting content, of course, please be focused on the products and innovations you will show at show. Everything else, and there will be options after the show as well, because we do have the target group and we will be in touch with them also after the show. We will present you in May again. Today, there is the focus on the media. Today, there is the focus on the show and how you could be presented in the best way ever. So this is only my short introduction. I would like to give over to Elisabeth, who would like to give you an insight how you have to go on and how should your presentation looks like to get the most possible benefits.
Yes, thank you very much for that introduction, Susan. I'm kidding. My English is not very professional, but it's not that bad either. So I will try my best not to use my Austrian accent too much and to explain to you how this platform works and even more what benefit you can gain with that platform. So my name is Elisabeth Biedermann. I'm jumping in here for my sick friend and colleague Muriel. So please show mercy with me. I got the message like yesterday that I have to jump in, but I will do my best. So what I have planned with you guys the next approximately 15 to 20 minutes is how does the platform works. There's going to be some slides on like theory slides, but we need to do that because you get the idea how the platform works. And then we will jump in the actual platform. We will use the IBA profile and I will show you the added value you can generate via your online presence there. And then we will have a look at the process flow and how you can book packages. This will do my friend Victoria Stichwart over there. And then we have some Q&A minutes where we can answer your questions. By the way, if you have questions, there is a chat window. Please put it in there. There are colleagues of mine in the call. They're going to read that and they're going to let me know afterwards, and I'm going to do my best to answer your questions. If there is a question like which needs some special answers, we're going to do that in personal after the call with you. So we are happy to help. But now let's start with some theory. I'm going to be gentle with you, I promise. There is one underlying mechanism of this platform, and this is very crucial because this mechanism will appear throughout the platform. This is if you understand this, you understand the platform. So what we do is basically we engage the visitors based on their interests. And we guide based on the appropriate content to the right exhibitors. So basically, the content you put on the platform is your, let's say, your fishing pole. Yeah, this is how you're going to attract visitors. The more fishing poles you put, the more visitors you're going to catch with it. That's as simple as it is. So it's always interest, content, exhibitor. How does that work now on the EBA platform? So maybe from other trade shows, you might know those very, or let's say rather traditional exhibitor directories. They are really stiff. You need to put like 15 filters to get the right exhibitor. This is not state of the art. This is not how the internet works today. You don't want to put 15 clicks. You want to, as a visitor, you want to find the solution with 1 click at least. So we use content instead of those stiff exhibitor directories. Posts, we use, you're gonna put the posts and events instead of this general company profile and product categories. You will still have your profile, of course, but it is more focused on the post and on the event. But I will show you later how that works in an actual platform. We have so-called topic clusters. This is your access route to visitors. This is where you can, where we attract the interest of the visitor. Let's say they're interested in digitalization, then you have the chance to attract exactly those people who are interested in this topic. So what we do is like, we don't give you the mass, we give you a really nice target group, which is really interested in your content, in your product. And this is finally what you want to reach, right? You don't want to reach all EBA visitors, but you want to reach the right ones. So that's basically what we're doing. Also, we kind of individualize, we personalize the experience of the trade show because we know what the visitor is interested in. So the content he is going to see on the platform is always based on his interests. The ranking is based on the interest and on the relevance for that target group. And as well, we do newsletters, but those newsletters are very personalized. Every visitor gets a different newsletter because has this different interest, is following different exhibitors, etc. So this is content tailored, and the platform is sending those personalized newsletters throughout the year. This is what Susan mentioned in the beginning. So I'm going to explain it really short. The elements of this platform, of the website. It's just 5. And some of them might sound familiar to you because, of course, you have your profile there. So you're going to put the information about the company. If you pay a little bit more money, you can put nicer pictures and so on. You maybe know that from other websites as well. So what's different now is that you can upload posts. This can be video, audio, can be a success story, can be product news, whatever. And you can upload events like, hey, at 11, we have product presentation at our booth, please come. And those two things are independent from your profile. So we have a lot of content pieces on that platform. And you know, EBA is big. So what we do is like, we give the whole thing a structure. Topics. That's where we fish the interest of the visitors. Remember the mechanism, interest, content, exhibitor. That's via the topics. So we know what people are interested. People can follow those topics and you can reach this target group then. And of course, the final element is the visitor. And the visitor interacts with all other elements. And that's very important because every time when he interacts with the other elements, this is added value for you. If he is reading your article, if he is contacting you, if he is remembering your article, you're going to have that in your dashboard. It's very transparent for you. You're going to see exactly what your digital presence is worth and what your digital presence, what the added value of the digital presence is. Just a side question, does the animation work? So is it because I had internet problems before? Ah, it's working, good. So those 5 simple elements. Susan said it in the beginning, and I talk a lot with exhibitors. It's always a kind of and they're always kind of nervous or like a little bit afraid that like the digital platform is kind of cannibalizing the actual trade show. No, because the trade show, the offline event, the personal meeting is the heart of the whole thing. This is like the socializing event of the year. And this will always be the most important thing. So, but what has changed over the years is people are not visiting a trade show blindly. They want to do research and preparation before. So they have a problem and they wanted to find a solution on the trade show and to find the right exhibitors. And that's what we are trying to provide them with a digital platform. And also, you know it, as humans, we are really lazy. We don't want to read 150 newsletters. We want one newsletter that is personalized for our interest, that sums up every new hot, almost wanted to say shit, no, stuff, and we can read it in one newsletter, right? So we are lazy. But this is what IBA is doing now throughout the year. You can reach your target group throughout the year. And what we do is we build the digital platform that makes that work. Our goal? Simple, to bring the right people together and to create added value for both sides. Meet the visitors with their interests, engage them via their interests, guide them based on the right content to you guys, the right exhibitors. And then you're gonna have value as well because you're gonna get the right people. So that's how it works in theory. And what I'm gonna do now with you, which is my favorite part, because now we're gonna have a look first in the profile of IBA. I use that profile to show you some things. I'm gonna show you how you do a good post and how you do a bad post, but this one is rather short. But I will focus on the added value for you because I guess that's the even more interesting thing for you. So let me just switch for some seconds because I'm going to show you now. So if you do your onboarding, this is exactly the front end, also the website you're going to get. And this is now the IBA profile. And you can see like it's a credit system. IBA has now 60 credits. It depends which package you're going to book, or if you stay with the basic package, you're going to have here credits as well. And those credits is for publishing posts and events. You can edit your profile really simple. I'm just jumping in with you to show you some stuff. You can upload a logo. You can upload a hero image. You can do a short description of your company. You see how it's going to look in a small image. You can add links. You can put the contact details there. Recommendation, always put pictures. It's a way more nicer. And if there are pictures of actual persons, contact details and so on. So it's really simple to how to put the profile there. What's more interesting for you is, I guess, here, how to post, to upload a post and upload an event. For this, because IBA will be angry with me if I'm using their credits, I'm going to jump in another profile, which is just for the webinar, just to show you how that works. So we jump in here. It's the same. And you see we have here 1 credit. And I'm going to show you now just simple how to upload a post. Just press here. And you can see, you can put in a title, you can put in a teaser text, you can upload images. Please upload high resolution images. If they are bad resolution, it's not good, it doesn't look professional. Just another pro tip, you can put here the text. And of course, as said before, like the topics, related topics, you can put them here, like for example, digitalization, whatever, like which target group you want to reach. And then if if everything is done with the contact details, etc., you're going to submit that post. That means that our team will have a final look at it, just to check if there is something like a wrong picture, like bad resolution, whatever. And if everything is fine, the post goes online and you're going to reach your target group. And now I'm just jumping with you into another. It's in German, but I think you get the point. I show you what's a bad post. A bad post is if you put there, for example, my product, Speedmaster 9000. It's not going to attract people because it's like, it's your internal product number, whatever. This is not good. Teaser text, short, but a good information, what's it all about. Here, use titles in between. It's way better. At the contact details, use a picture. It's way friendlier, way more professional. So if I jump in like here, you have an example how it really looks good. You see, we have titles here, we have a structure in the text, we have a chart if you want to use it, we have links. Yeah, it's always that's also a pro tip if you put links, because if you have a web shop or whatever, you're gonna see that in your analytics. You're gonna see who is coming from eBay to your website. And we have here my colleague, like as the contact details is a way more friendlier. No worry, in the presentation, I have 2 slides for you, the do's and the don'ts about a good post. So you have that recorded for you as well. What I'm going to show you now is my favorite part, because now we're going to have a look at this here, what you're going to get for your money, more or less. So eBay is very transparent with you now. If you go to analytics and leads, you can choose which period of time you want to have a look at. So maybe the last 180 days, the last year, the last 90 days. You can choose that. I'm going to stay now with the 180 days. It's just for showing you how it works. So what you have here is KPIs that help you to understand how professional you've been or how successful you've been with your digital presence. For those people of you who are in marketing, they know those KPIs. I'm going to go through it quick. If you don't understand, like when you do it yourself, there is always an explanation here. Yeah, just press the little I. So we have, for example, the eBay profile in the last 180 days. They gained 28,000 impressions. For me personally, this is like the least interesting KPI, because this just means that somebody has scrolled over or somehow saw something from eBay. Here, we're going to get the more interesting stuff. 14,000 people actually clicked on something of eBay. So 14,000 people really interacted with an eBay content. 1,900 people clicked on a link in one of the eBay contents. This is the one I mentioned before, like it's interesting for people if you have a web shop or something. Or 2 people remembered something. This number will increase with the trade show, because people can click their remembering list, I think it's called in English. You know, like they click together the content and then they're going to visit you on your booth. So they have like a list what they want to see. So this one is going to increase. 21 leads means people actually contacted the eBay, asked for invitation, wanted to have more information about an article whatsoever. So these are really personalized leads. And we have this one. That's very interesting too, because that means how many inboxes via newsletter the eBay content reached. This is rather low now, but I have to admit we are tracking this since July or August. Yeah, so this is rather fresh. And just to show you, to give you an idea about how. Oh, sorry, you see my chat. Just a short moment. I am sorry. We are here. This is how an eBay newsletter looks. Personalized. I get Bakaldrin because I'm following Bakaldrin, or I'm following a topic where Bakaldrin is presenting his content. And I have to say those are like Koenig and Bakaldrin. They are role models. So if you want to have a look how to do good content, you can have a look at those as well. So that's how the newsletter looks. This number here, this is the marketing value. That's an hypothetical amount we are calculating for you to give you a number that really makes sense, or which you can report to your marketing boss or to your boss. Because this means, this hypothetical amount means, like, if you want to have this performance on Google Ads or on other social media platforms, you're gonna have to invest 20,000 euros. So what eBay does, it gives you an amount, how much added value eBay is generating for you, your digital presence. And the cool thing is, you can see that for every single content you're uploading. This is like a free market research for you. You see which content will perform good. You see which content might not perform good. Maybe it's because it was not so interesting for the people, whatever. You even can see the marketing value for every content post you upload there. So totally transparent. And what's new too, up here, I'm not allowed to show it here now because GDPR is not allowing me, but this is like leads and followers is people who are actually following you. You have really down to the person, name, and seeing his profile. But what's also interesting and new, you can see how you are performing, and I just switch into, because then we see better, into the last eBay. You see how you perform in comparison to others. You can see, for example, okay, let's do it via post, for example. You can see the average, you can see the top 5. And like the eBay is here, I mean, they don't need to invest. But for example, let's say you are under the average and you say, hey, I want to be under the top 5. Then you know you need more credit, then you can buy more credit, or you buy a bigger package, whatever. So this is how that works. But the most important thing is, like, it's really, really transparent for you. It's whatever money you invest there, you're gonna see in the end what your performance was worth. So, and just give me a second. Did I miss something? I don't think so. So I will switch back to our presentation, and I give you just the short. Yes, there we are. So these are the 2 slides with the do's and don'ts. I won't explain it a long time. It's just like use exciting titles, use eye catchers in form from images. for example. Use subtitles, sections, bullets, markers. Use a call to action in the end. Remember, if you have a web shop and you put the link there, use the eBay platform. There are a lot of people who are interested in your web shop. Use hyperlinks. Use also the platform in German and English. Today, with all the AI platforms out there, it's easy to translate. Even if you have hard time with a title or a teaser text, AI platforms can assist you. But remember, you need to know how to use them. Good advice is you put old articles into the AI platform, let it learn, and then let it create a new article for you, for example. And the don'ts. If you don't use bullet points, if you don't use titles in between, it has no structure. It's really horrible to read. Use contact pictures and so on. Good. That was it. I think I was within 15 minutes. Now I will give on to my friend from Neureuter. She will show you the process and how to book packages.
Yes, thank you. Good day and also a warm welcome from my side. My name is Victoria Sichbart from the company Neureuter for Media. We would also like to introduce ourselves as your contact for the eBay Trade Fair Media. In the current view, you will find our contact details, so you can reach us by phone or email. We recently sent you the access data with a link for our online ordering system by email. In our online ordering system, you will find the media packages and the products that are listed on the slide. Here we present the free bookable eBay media packages with which you can upgrade your basic media entry. Each package expands their contents to include additional products. The packages can offer a variety of products in the areas of exhibitor online profile, content and reach, branding and visibility, statistic and leads, and post-fair success. We also offer individual bookings products such as credits or events or the social media packages, which you can see on the slide. So feel free to take a look around in the online ordering system. It will give you a better overview of all the products that are included in the packages, and some are products that you don't see on this slide, like some more special advertisement. You also get the information of the value of each product and where they will be shown in the online media and in the print media. On the next slide, you will see that it is, of course, also an advantage for you as an exhibitor to use as many trade fair media as possible in order to be visible on as many channels as possible to present your company. You will find a current overview of the trade fair media here, like the eBay platform, sponsoring products, the mailings, in the eBay guide or other print media, also on the branding on the tickets and on-site advertisement. An added value of the advertising is that it offers you the longevity of your online presence. Of course, it helps you to book one of the media packages and maintain them through the eBay platform. With the print media, you can also draw attention to yourself on site by advertising on the hall plan for each hall or by advertising in the eBay guide. And on the next slide, I will explain you the ordering process, which is explained here, like you have to receive your login data for the online ordering system. Like I already told you, we send those per email. Then you can select your package or your products in the online ordering system. And if you need assistance or help, or you have questions about the products, you can also reach our media team at any time. And at the end, you can complete your order in the online ordering system. So we will get your order. And then you can start for your digital presence on the eBay platform and present your company and your highlights on the eBay platform.
Thank you. And now we would be in the Q&A session. Didn't color it right, but we are in the Q&A session now. If there are any questions, I know it's always that somebody has to break the ice. Or do we have in the chat some questions?
We have no questions in the chat.
Oh, we're explaining it that good that no questions are here. But I guess, Susan, you want to jump in with the IBA website like we did
Yes,
before?
it may make sense that we can have a look directly to the website right now.
Yes.
Please recognize that we are at the beginning of the media process in this case. So as we introduce you today, the options how you could be presented, we do have already a few role models on the website, and you can imagine and you can get already an insight how it will work for 25. So if you go directly to iba-tradefest.com, you can see already how the website and the content of the exhibitors merge together. Yes, yeah, it would be helpful. Thanks for changing the language. So if you go directly only as one example to the landing or to the start page, you can see that, of course, we start with here's IBA, who we are, get a ticket, but then directly after the first organizer post, so IBA post, we start with exhibitor content. And so this is something which is totally new. So we will give you the option to be presented, to get in touch with the visitors directly at the beginning of entering the site and also on all other sites. And how it will go on. Of course, we do have all the options of get a ticket for the visitors. We do have to program it on the site, but there is one major menu point calling Discover, where the visitors will find the exhibitor content in this case. So you will find there the topics, so the categorization of interests and supply. So if you go through, the visitors will have the options to select posts based on their interests. So based on the focus topics like digitalization or health, and on the other side, based on the product ranges. So if, for example, someone is interested in production technology and equipment, so we do have it as one part of, I switched to the topic, sorry, Elizabeth. So if you take turnkey solutions, the same. So participant is interested in turnkey solutions. He has the options to go to this topic. He has the option to follow it. So if you see there, we have already nearly 900 followers based on IBA 23. So this number, of course, will increase based on the combination and the relating to the ticketing shop I mentioned at the beginning. So here we are in the topics and all posts for this topic, turnkey solutions. And the order, as we recognize, is based on the request. There was a question. Can you show it to me again? What was the question? Can you repeat it, please, for me? So maybe I can go to it directly.
It was...
I can go to the chat. Give me a moment. Does IBA have focus groups where we as exhibitor have to keep ourselves to? Yes, of course. These topics, and you can go again, please, Elisabeth, can you go to the topics in general again?
Yeah.
Yes. So we do have 7 focus topics which are related to mega trends like sustainability, turnkey solutions, artisan bakery, digitalization. And on the other hand, you have the already well-known product ranges. There are in total 12 product ranges you can have a look to. These are the main groups. And these main groups are the base for your registrations already as exhibitor. And if you're starting the media process, as we've shown to you today, you can select for each topic and for each post a topic. Elisabeth showed it to you.
Yeah,
so if you are organized your topic, you had on the right side the option to select one focus topic and one product range. And this is the basement for the relation in between your post, your supply you can present, on the other hand, the interests of the visitors. And this is also the basement for the matching in between both. So Natasha, is this fine for the understanding, or should I go a little bit deeper into this topic? Yes, thank you. Okay, you're welcome. So, as Elisabeth mentioned, and as I started at the beginning, the basement in any case is the interest of the visitors, yeah, or the visitor, and depending, yeah. And these interests we know, based on this, we build up the categorizations, and we give you the option to relate your content to these categories. Yes, and the EBA topics are the options to go directly to one of the topics, or the visitors will have the options also to go to all posts. So the second part of the menu will be an overview of all posts. Elisabeth?
Yeah, you mean everything, or like the last EBA?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you
You go
switch
to
here, we have the EBA, what is coming now in 2025. But if you switch here on everything, this is like all the last EBA. So this is going to be like a where we collect all the content. Nothing ever gonna get lost again. Let's say like
Yes,
that.
again. But maybe let's have a look to two last things in the part of Discover. So maybe let's have a look
Yes.
again to the path to the posts. So there is the overview of all posts. So there is no selection by topic. Of course, a visitor or participant can do this by the filters, but in general, here you will, the visitor or the member will find all posts which are done by exhibitors. Yes, and then you can, or you have, they have the option to filter them a little bit more in detail. And on the other hand, of course, because I know a lot of exhibitors are asking this as well, is of course we do, or we will do, have a list of exhibitors. So this is something typical for a show where the exhibitors ask for to get to the profile. But honestly, as Elisabeth already mentioned, the profile isn't the one which is the most important thing. You will get the benefits, you will get the reach based on the posts. But of course, there is for you and for all the visitors also the options to go directly to an exhibitor. You do have the filters you can use by product ranges, by topics, by country, by hall. So the visitor will find the exhibitors they are interested in. And on the bottom, you will find all exhibitors, again, ranked by the amount of reach in this case. Followers, impressions, how important is the profile in the last dates. So this is the combination for this year. Of course, you can have a look already on the website and have a look to a few of the role models which are already online. But of course, now it's also your turn to extend the content for the visitors, to be presented with your posts, and already use now the reach we do have already to present your products and to reach your target group. So that's it for today. So are there any other questions or something we may have a look again to make it a little bit easier in the understanding for you? Don't worry, there is enough time, and of course there are two totally involved partners who can support you in your media booking as well in your preparation for your presents. It won't be sent to the visitors at the moment, Eric, because you asked you. The webinar will be presented right now at the website for the first, because the webinar was focused to the exhibitors. We will do a few communication campaigns, of course, also to the visitors, because they are also mainly part of these platform. So we introduce these platform and the options and the benefits also to the visitors by our visitor emailing. So I'm not sure if you know this, of course, as I said, the visitors were registered online and they will get visitor preparation emails for us. And of course, one of the main parts will be the platform and the option how you get in touch with content by exhibitors. Yes.
We hope you like it. And we wish you a really successful digital presence there. And we are happy to help if you have any further questions. You have all our contact details.
Thank you.